Hello students, in the previous session what we discussed? We discussed the tools of biotechnology, that are the enzymes, cloning vectors. The cloning vectors can be the plasmids, phagmids, phosmids, yeast artificial chromosome vector, bacterial artificial chromosome vector, or the plant virus, animal virus, or the bacteriophages, the viruses that infect the bacteria, which are commonly known as phages, simply phages. And the passenger DNA, the passenger DNA can be of three types. Mainly there are three types: complementary DNA, those who are synthesized from the mRNA template, and the synthetic DNA, which is synthesized by using the DNA synthesizer or DNA gene machine, and the competent host, the host who receives the recombinant DNA for the expression of the genetic combine, the recombine the characteristic. For the expression of a foreign characteristic which is combined with its own genomic DNA. Yes. Now, in this session we are going to discuss the steps of rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology. The recombinant DNA technology, what do you mean by this? Yes, recombinant means since that it means it is understood that the combination of something. Recombinant DNA means DNAs are recombined. Yes, the recombinant DNA technology refers to the joining together of DNA molecules of two different species that are inserted into a host organism for the expression for the genetic combination, so that the genetic combinations are expressed for that value to the science, the medicine, agriculture and the industry. Yes. What is recombinant DNA technology? It is also written as the recombinant DNA technology. These are also known as rDNA technology. Technology, a method. The rDNA technology refers to the rDNA technology refers to the joining refers to joining together of DNA molecules. Here I have written the steps. Joining together of DNA molecules DNA molecules of two different species, that are inserted, the joint to recombine DNA. The DNA of two species are extracted and joined together, that are inserted into into a host organism, a host organism for the genetic recombination for the value of for genetic recombination expressing the new characteristics, expressing the desired new, expressing the desired foreign character, the desired foreign characteristic, okay, characteristic which has the value that values for science, medicine, agriculture, and industry. What I want to say, when the DNA molecules they join together, they are extracted from two different species. They are inserted into a host organism, the target organism. This host organism is a target organism, are inserted into a host organism. This is the target organism. Okay, this target organism, okay, for the genetic recombination expressing the desired foreign characteristic, new characteristic. This foreign characteristic is a new characteristic for the target organism that values for science, the medicine or agriculture and industrial, has the industrial value also. This is the recombinant DNA technology is drawn for the first time. The recombinant DNA technology is achieved in living organisms. The rDNA technology, recombinant DNA technology, was achieved by the scientists. The scientists, they are the Herbert Boyer, by Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen in the year Stanley Cohen in the year 1973, who used the E. coli restriction endonuclease, who used the E. coli restriction endonuclease, E. coli restriction endonuclease, RE means restriction endonuclease, to insert the foreign foreign gene or DNA fragment, foreign gene, that means DNA fragment into a plasmid, into the plasmid, that plasmid is also of E. coli, so into the plasmid. Okay, so first time who just achieved? Herbert, okay, Herbert Boyer and Stanley Cohen. They first achieved to develop the rDNA by using the E. coli restriction endonuclease. Okay, what are the steps of the recombinant DNA technology, of the process by which the rDNA can be developed, rDNA can be synthesized, manufactured, these steps are followed. First, the isolation of DNA are present within the cell, the isolation of the DNA from the cell, then the cleaving or cutting of the DNA at the recognition at the specific site by using the restriction endonuclease, which is, that's why it is also known as RE digestion, restriction endonuclease digestion. Then next, third step is separation of DNA fragments. Remember, somewhere it is written that isolation of DNA fragments. No, it is isolation of complete DNA or genetic material. Okay, remember it. You can rectify in the PDF given to you. By mistakenly it is written over there, that type error, that isolation of DNA, not the DNA segment. It is not cleaved, then how the segment will come? And the separation of DNA fragment, here the DNA is cut into pieces to get the desired DNA segment of the foreign DNA as well as the plasmid. Isolation and of the vehicle and passenger DNA, cutting of the vehicle and passenger DNA, then separation of the DNA fragments of the passenger DNA, then blotting for the passenger DNA, means transferring these fragments onto a nylon membrane. Then formation of rDNA, then vector is ready, plasmid is ready, and that foreign DNA is joined to it. Then introduction or insertion of rDNA into the host cell or host organism. Okay, then obtaining the foreign gene products, means here for host cell it may be directly, it is introduced into the host organism, or it may be introduced into a host cell, means from which cell the plasmid is taken out, into that which is the bacterial cell which is not having the plasmid, into that host cell it is introduced for the cloning and the production of that specific that protein what we need, what we desire to have, and how they are processed in the host cell or in the laboratory, how they are processed to get the pure protein, pure protein. For example, human insulin or growth hormone, many more things are there, we will discuss. So let us start with the isolation of DNA or genetic material. Isolation of DNA or genetic material, that is the vehicle as well as passenger DNA. The passenger DNA as well as the vehicle DNA are isolated. What are isolated? The passenger DNA, that means passenger DNA is nothing but the desired DNA segment. So the desired DNA segment is a secondary thing. First of all, we have to obtain the DNA, that foreign DNA, desired foreign DNA. Foreign DNA and the vehicle DNA, vector DNA, vehicle DNA are isolated are isolated, they are separated, taken out from the cell, isolated, taken out from the cell. These DNA molecules present inside the cell, within the nucleus of the cell, then they have to be isolated. Then they remain mixed with along the other macromolecules. So they should be obtained in the pure form without other macromolecules. Okay, are obtained. These are obtained in pure form, without other macromolecules. What are the macromolecules? The other macromolecules, the polysaccharides, the proteins, the lipids, the RNA molecules. Okay, other macromolecules. They have to be obtained. They are required to be obtained. They have to be obtained. Okay. Then how? Because all these molecules remain inside the cell, and the genetic, in most of the living organisms, the genetic material means DNA. So we need the DNA. So what we don't need, that should be removed or digested. Let us see how it can be done. First of all, those cells are having either the foreign cell or the from which we have to get the vehicle DNA. Bacterial, suppose from E. coli. The bacteria, they have the cell wall. So first of all, to obtain this these molecules, DNA molecules, maybe the passenger or the vehicle DNA, first of all, cell wall has to be digested. So first of all, treated with the cells are treated with lysing enzymes. For example, for bacteria to digest the cell wall of bacteria, to digest the cell wall of bacteria, what is used? Yes, lysozyme. Yes, it is lysozyme. And to digest the cell wall of plant cell, that is cellulase, CELLULASE. Then to digest the cell wall of fungal cell wall of fungal cell, chitinase. Okay, these are the enzymes, lytic enzymes are required to digest the cell wall, because cell wall is a rigid, impermeable layer, that is the outermost, the layer that present surrounding the cell membrane, but the DNA and other molecules present within the cell membrane. Okay, then what are the left? The macromolecules are left out with the DNA. So which macromolecules? To digest the macromolecules, then to digest, then to digest macromolecules like what are they? RNA, proteins, lipids, etc. The enzymes used are RNAs, ribonucleic acid. So ribonuclease or RNAs. What are used? RNAs, or we can say ribonuclease, to digest this RNA. Ribonuclease, Nuclease, ribonuclease. Okay, and for protein, proteases. Lipid for lipase. This type of enzyme, these enzymes are, the cell is treated with these enzymes to digest these macromolecules. Actually, these are isolated, the DNA molecule is isolated by the centrifugation, by the process of centrifugation. This digestion is done by using digestion of macromolecules is done by the process centrifugation. Centrifuger are there? Centrifugation. What is centrifugation? The churning of the milk, like this. Churning of the curd, the churning of the cream gives you the that butter. Similarly, when you churn out, so what is digested remains in the liquid, buttermilk. How it remains in the butter, and the solid particles which are left out, that comes out as the butter, supernatant. Okay. So this is how one after another macromolecules are digested. Suppose first the RNase is used, means RNA is digested, protein is used, proteins are digested, lipase is used, lipids are digested. But lipids are mostly water soluble, they remain soluble in the, mainly RNAs and proteases are used to digest these molecules. Then other molecules like the carbohydrates and the polysaccharides and lipids, they remain dissolved in the water content in the protoplasm. So then the DNA is left out. When DNA is left out, we need it in pure form. That's why the ultimate treatment is done by ethanol alcohol, pure alcohol. Then ultimate treatment is done by ethanol. Then what is obtained? By applying the ethanol, what is obtained? The DNA thread-like structures. DNA obtained as thread-like structures. Thread-like structures. Okay, this is how the pure form of the DNA of that is passenger DNA and the vehicle DNA are obtained. Okay, write down all this. So when ultimately the ethanol is added to this mixture, which is getting centrifuged in the centrifuger, then the pure DNA is obtained. The pure DNA obtained in pure form in the thread-like structure. in pure form. And now the pure form DNA can be taken out. How it is obtained? They become the precipitate. The pure DNA gets precipitated. Pure DNA gets precipitated. And this precipitated DNA can be taken out, can be spooled out, okay, for our the use of recombinant DNA technology. Next, let us discuss the cutting of DNA at a specific site by using the restriction endonuclease cutting. Now DNA, pure DNA without any macromolecule we obtained for the passenger DNA as well as the vehicle DNA we obtained. Then we have to cut it by using the same enzyme, same restriction endonuclease. The vehicle and the target or DNA or a desired DNA or passenger DNA variously we are using. You see the desired DNA segment, okay, that is obtained from desired DNA. So desired DNA, foreign DNA, alien DNA, they are named variously, they are known as in different name. So the vehicle DNA, and the target or desired or foreign DNA, passenger or we can say target DNA can be digested, target DNA can be digested separately, but by using the same restriction endonuclease so that they can have the complementary sticky ends or blunt ends. Vehicle DNA and passenger DNA or the target DNA, okay, can be digested means cut, cleaved. Digested means cleaved. Digested or we can say cleaved. Okay, cut into pieces, cleaved separately, but with the same restriction enzyme, okay. Suppose we want to cut a plasmid and we want to cut the human gene, okay, from the DNA we want to take the gene for insulin. So you see, suppose this is the suppose this is the human DNA. We need the gene from this to synthesize the insulin outside the body we want to have, and suppose this is the plasmid. This is the plasmid. We need to be caught by, suppose this is the E. coli, means the RE, E. coli, RE of restriction endonuclease, E. coli RE. E. coli RE is used. So it should be the same restriction endonuclease should cut. Suppose here it is cut, here is cut. the specific nucleotide are cut. And suppose how it gives rise? So, how it will be here? Suppose like this, the sticky end, okay. Suppose this is 5 prime to 3 prime, 5 prime to 3 prime. It was like this. So, here the one piece is cut and we need, okay, we need this one. So, this one is sorted, that means okay. Okay, here when it is cut, so here are the cohesive ends are left out in both. So, now this can be recombined. We will discuss that here like this, the cohesive ends are left. If one is 5 prime to 3 prime, then another is like this. Okay. This is how same endonuclease should be used, so that what will happen? They can leave that they have the complementary sticky ends, so that they have means the desired, this is desired or foreign alien DNA or foreign DNA, and this one is plasmid DNA, extra chromosomal plasmid, the vector DNA, plasmid, that is vector DNA, so that they have the complementary, means easy to join, complementary cohesive ends or the blunt ends. Okay, which allows easy joining, which allows to join the molecules, DNA molecules, to join the molecules easily. Okay. Okay, now suppose where are these specific recognition site, okay, that RE can cut. So, number of that pieces, number of DNA molecules, DNA segments will be found from the if it is having the repeated unit or the single this unit. So, anyhow if it is taken as it is cut from the from any middle point, so number of fragments are there, we have to collect this fragment. So, separation, how to separate these fragments? Separation of fragment is done by the gel electrophoresis. Let us discuss gel electrophoresis.